Hello, everyone. All right. Good morning. What a great day we had yesterday. I hope you're ready for day 2. I sure am. So a little bit about me. I have 24 years of experience in payments and technology, majority of that at MasterCard, building and managing products for FIs, merchants, fintechs. I spent the last 6 years in loyalty, managing products that help our FIs to create, launch, and enhance their loyalty strategies. I oversee rewards products, the go-to-market strategy, as well as innovation and new product development. Yesterday, we heard a lot of great information, marketing trends, strategies, and what we need to do to incorporate them and break through the noise. So today, I want to focus a little bit on the how of loyalty product development, and how we bring the what and the how together to create optimized and effective solutions that can maximize the impact. So for that, I want to give a little bit of a context. What is MasterCard loyalty? And give you some real examples that we did so you can utilize that in your work. So not many of us are aware of this. MasterCard is a world leader in B2B2C solutions for loyalty. We offer several things that our customers can use to launch their loyalty programs. At any given time of the year, we are managing over 1,000 loyalty promotions and programs for our customers. We are processing billions of transactions for them, managing trillions of loyalty points for them, and engaging several consumers globally. And to do this, we need an array of solutions, right? So we offer them everything, end-to-end, from consulting all the way to analytics. Because sometimes you need this to engage the consumers holistically and create that cohesive consumer journey. We need several platforms, several strategies, several products, several capabilities to do that. We also need internal strategies to manage all these things effectively, and that's what I want to talk about today. My first topic for today is optimization. So we did this little exercise in MasterCard Loyalty a few years ago, when I was managing all our platforms for rewards, offers, cardholder service benefits. And we looked at all our capabilities and services that our products were consuming. There were hundreds of them, several of them. And there were many of them that were duplicates. There were duplicate services that the products had across them. And a lot of them were misaligned nomenclature, right? Data cloud here, was data activation there, was CDM there. But at the end of the day, the ethos of what these services were trying to do were one and the same. So what we did was we reorganized, and we brought them together. We started off by creating an inventory of all the capabilities and services that our products consumed. We created a standard nomenclature for what these capabilities are doing, and then we deduplicated them. And we also reorganized our team structure, how we were building them. So we went from siloed product development to more collaboration across the organization that had similar needs. And we went from building duplicate features that these products were requiring to consolidating the features and creating the capabilities that can be leveraged many times. And then we went from siloed investment asks to a much more thoughtful investment planning and prioritization, prioritizing things that could benefit multiple products and multiple use cases. So what we did was we took all these hundreds of capabilities and we bucketed them under these 5 big categories. And these are the categories that are applicable to majority of our marketing loyalty products these days. And these could be different for you. What we did was we had data activation, campaign management, loyalty management, consumer engagement, and insights and analytics. Underneath these buckets of capabilities, we still had services, But the way we were thinking about them and the way we were building them was different, because we are now thinking about it holistically, the value that we were creating across the products. We also had to do restructuring in our teams. I think yesterday somebody was talking about bringing marketing closer to products. We actually not just did that, but we also brought our engineering closer to products. We created smaller Scrum teams that own these capabilities, that own these services end to end, including the way the requirements are driven, the way the APIs are driven, giving them the whole authority to manage that service. So each service became a microservice on its own that can interact, integrate with multiple different products. Not only it helped us, but it also helped our consumers who were able to come in and think about what do they want to pick and choose today for their loyalty programs. That brings me to my second topic, amplification. Amplification of the impact of innovation. By creating a cohesive standard and a structure of how you're thinking about building your loyalty products, you can also bring that same principles and methods to your innovation. There are a lot of things I heard yesterday, a lot of good trends. And I'm sure everybody knows the basic of innovation development, right? Ideation, creating a concept, building a prototype, market test, commercialize, and enhance. But for me, there are three things that stands out for me when I'm thinking about optimization, when I'm thinking about amplification. The first thing is collaboration. Collaboration across functions. And the way we did it in MasterCard was we had one team structure that managed, called us Foundry and Labs, that managed new product development. It was a horizontal that sat across multiple product verticals. We shared our ideas early on with various stakeholders. We avoided that whole duplication of ideas, duplication of development, duplication of investments. And by socializing these ideas early on with the products, we were also able to bring in more thoughtful planning in what this use case can do, what this innovation can do. How could it effectively drive multiple business drivers, effectively enable multiple use cases, hence amplifying that innovation. The second thing is embracing new technologies. Whether it is AI, or blockchain, or AR, VR, whatever it is that it is, embedding them within your existing products, instantly you're able to amplify the impact and create a differentiation. You don't have to start from zero. You don't have to go from 0 to 1 every single time. Embrace these new technologies. A lot of folks shared that yesterday, too. I think someone mentioned AI leveraged. Think of that, innovations can be of different kinds, whether it is an adjacent product or a new product. And the third one is interoperability. I think this is very key. The same best practices that you're using in building your products, day-to-day products, you should also bring those same best practices in thinking about your innovation. By starting off your innovation with best practices, whether it is having thoughtful APIs, having standard data formats, or creating open platforms that can talk to each other, you're now immediately optimizing that solution and also enabling multiple go-to-market strategy. If other products can leverage what you have now just opened a new channel of how that solution is going to be used and creating a differentiated product offering or consumer solution for yourself. And I want to close this innovation topic with the 4 C's. And I heard these 4 C's throughout yesterday's presentations as well. Whatever it is that you do, the first one is create the value and drive consumer centricity and have a common language of how you talk about innovation and solutions. And finally, the culture, which is critical, especially when you're thinking about how do I move fast, how do I create value, how do I take risk. Having that culture across your organization is critical. I'll give you 3 examples of how we incorporated these principles in our loyalty products. The first one is hyper-personalized loyalty. Some of you might have heard this. We acquired a company called as Dynamic Yield, which is a personalization engine. What we did was we brought this dynamic yield and integrated that with our existing loyalty products. By doing that, we immediately enhanced our consumer experience solutions. We created personalization. There were several things that we could do now. We could dynamically manage the content. We could change the way the content is appearing on your website versus on your website, depending on who you are on that consumer life cycle. Are you a returning customer? Are you a brand new customer to that web page? What is it that you're interested in? We're looking at the behaviors not just based on your spend, but also off the spend. We are able to create now templated architectures and templated journeys based on who that consumer is and what life cycle that you are in the journey with that bank. We're also able to embed surveys and gamifications to create that, to collect that zero-party data, to know that consumers better and create even more better personalization, whether it is for your emails or triggers. So we use this integration to enable three things, three different products, right? We now were able to personalize our rewards and communication. We were now able to personalize our real-time offers, and we were able to personalize our redemptions that we were providing to the consumers. So one single integration amplified three different things by just making sure you're bringing in those ideas early on, socializing, and thinking about how you're building it and how you're bringing it to life. My second example is AI in loyalty. There were several use cases of AI I heard yesterday. This is one way of how we did it. We had several campaign tools that we offered to marketers. You can create and launch your own loyalty programs. A lot of the times, our marketers know what they're trying to do, and sometimes they don't. So we leveraged AI, made it really interactive, where they can come into the tool and they can ask questions. How do I optimize my loyalty programs? And we could now ask some inputs from the marketers. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to drive the ticket size? Are you trying to drive some cross-border volume, right? And bringing all these inputs, and let's say they say, OK, I want to create a cross-border program because I want to drive some ticket sizes there. We could then come back with recommendations. What is the audience that you want to target? How do you dynamically change what you're offering to one consumer versus the other? Because maybe this person travels already a lot. So how do you create the dynamic offering? So a lot of different things. So we could create these audience builders, provide it back to our marketers, and they could leverage these self-service tools to instantly create their own loyalty programs. We also gave them the AI tools to optimize them throughout the life cycle of that loyalty program, right? How much budget are you spending? Did you blow your budget in the first week of a loyalty program? You don't want to do that. So keeping an eye on how that program is running, giving you some simulations, and showing you how you can optimize that budget to stretch it, to maximize the impact. That's how we used AI in loyalty. And I'm sure there are several different use cases, too. My third example is MasterCard Smart Subscriptions. We just launched this. It's a brand new product we launched a few weeks ago. And for this one, we leveraged the new technologies, right? Open banking, AI, and combined it and brought it into loyalty. Smart Subscriptions is actually a very intelligent tool. Any banks can basically pick a drop in their banking experience, and now suddenly your banking app has become a super app. Many of you already know this. PFM is one of the most sought-after tools that consumers are looking for. So loyalty is not always about points and offers. It's also about the utilities that you're giving back to your consumers. What is the value that you're creating? What are you giving them to bring them back into your banking app? And this was a smart way of doing that. And also, believe it or not, subscription insights, I'm sure a lot of us have felt this. It is one of the most sought-after insights that a consumer is looking for from their banks. They trust their banks. So they're thinking they can come to a bank, not only manage their subscriptions, their spend, but also get right insights. So leveraging open banking, leveraging AI, we created this differentiated loyalty solution that goes along with the rest of your products. So there are multiple ways, right? Multiple ways of how you can think about innovation, enhance your existing loyalty products, and create a differentiated offering. So whether it is personalization, whether it is consumer centricity, open banking, AI, whatever it is that you're trying to do, create incremental value. Think about what is that product offering. Know your consumers. Because end of the day, loyalty is neither a product nor a program. Loyalty is an outcome. So with that, I'll leave you with the final thought, right? As I said, loyalty is an outcome. So think about what is that value that you're creating for your consumers? The 4 quadrants of the consumer value spectrum. Is it an experiential value? Is it an emotional value? Is it a transactional, or is it a rational? And how do you want your consumers to perceive about you, your brands? How does this make me feel? Those things are very important as well. And in my experience, the best loyalty programs were those that could meet pretty much the full spectrum of these values for a consumer. With that, I have a lot of time for questions. Thank you. Assuming no questions then. Awesome. Thanks, everyone.